I figured it out. Good morning. Good morning. Give me 1 second while we jump on here and I get Instagram going. There we go. Good morning, everybody. I am flying solo today, so I couldn't figure out the fancy schmancy intro video. Our fearless producer is homesick. So, Tony, I hope you're feeling better. So I'm flying solo, but I think we got it figured out. I hope everybody's doing amazing today. Happy Saturday. I don't have the ding-a-ling-a-ling, but class is in session. Welcome to study hall. I guess I'm Josh. Normally I get to introduce somebody else, but I'll do it myself. I'm Josh. Let me make sure I got sound, and then we'll rock and roll. Let's see here. I see a handful of people jumping on. Say good morning. Won't you join the feed so I can see who's hanging out with me? I'll do it myself. Oh, I got sound. There's Tony. Good morning, Tony. How you feeling today? Okay, now the comments are coming through. All right, little delayed. Good morning, Bonnie. I see you over there on YouTube. Hope you're doing awesome playing with that new toy of yours. Good morning, Melanie. Good morning, wife. You still in bed? All right, let's see. Hello, Nancy. All right, we got a few people hanging out with us on YouTube. Fantastic. Bonnie, you're not alone. You got some company. And Maria, look at you over on Instagram. What are you doing over there? Wow, that was strange. It kept taking me at the end of wait to show 2 weeks ago. I don't know, Pat. It's nice to see you. You found us. I think I started a live video, but the screenshot said Saturday or said Monday. So what's up? And I said it's not Monday, and Joanne's not with me, so I had to take that down. And then who knows? This is what happens when I'm left alone. All right, so who knows? But who cares? We got it. We figured it out. So. Wish I could as better. Yep, you're sick. You can't even type right. I'm thinking you're saying you feel better. I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better regardless. All right. This is study hall every Saturday at 9 a.m.-ish. Usually myself along with Tony get on and we talk about all the classes and events and exciting new things that we have coming up at both Cut Up and Sew locations in Palm Coast and in Palm Coast and St. Augustine. So that's what I'm going to do today. YouTube hasn't had its coffee yet. There you go. Yeah, let's blame YouTube. It couldn't be the operator. You guys know it's never operator error, is it? But we're here. That's all that matters. So Tony was nice enough to give me a cheat sheet. When I say a cheat sheet, this is like a book. But that means we got a lot of stuff coming up, as usual, at Cut Up and Sew. So I don't have many samples. I don't have any samples. I shouldn't say many. But I am going to go through kind of a little breakdown of some exciting things we got coming up. And then I'm going to shoot off some dates for the Cut Up and Sew classes in St. Augustine and also in Palm Coast. But when I came in this morning, I had to touch it and feel it and see it for myself. The new Tula has arrived here in Palm Coast just in time for Tula Club, which is happening today. So Tula Club meets every month on the first Saturday of every month. And then right after Tula Club, because you might as well just plan to hang out with us all day, is our EPP Club. And I'm not sure, I didn't see any notes on what EPP is working on today. So you're just going to have to show up to find out. But EPP is English paper piecing, so by hand. And that club has been going on for a long time, and it's grown, and it's really cool to see the people who have really fallen in love with it have really excelled, and what they're making is incredible. So I'm excited to see, we love that all the regulars in our core group of people are coming with us, and sticking with us and coming every single month and sometimes every day. We love that. Don't go anywhere. We're going to keep you forever. But we do this so that we can get some fresh blood. You know what I mean? Get some meet some new friends. And so do us a favor and share this stream, share the old streams, talk about us to your friends. That's how we make new friends. So speaking of which, down below to your right is a little heart and a thumbs up. Hit those a whole bunch anytime you hear something or see something that you like. And honestly, even if you don't see something you like, still do it, because that helps the algorithms bump us up to the top so other people can find us. And if you watch this after the fact, so if it's not live, do us a favor and put in the comments #replay, because that also bumps it up to the top and lets more people find us. And that's the goal. Josh, don't forget to watch the Derby this evening. Hey, Marcia. Thank you for I completely forgot about it. Shame on me. What kind of Louisvillian am I? Awesome. The Derby is this evening? That's crazy. Fantastic. Thanks, Marcia. I appreciate it. And nice to see you on here. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that I don't miss any comments. So, Tony, I know you're not feeling super hot, but if you see something, feel free to just do a virtual wave, or in the comments, just tell me to look at a certain question, because I don't want to miss anybody. And I will do my best to toggle over to Instagram to, what's up, RJ? All right. Maria, you're not hanging out alone on Instagram. That's fantastic. I'll do my best to toggle between the two. So let's rock. Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the Tula fabric. Even though normally we do the new fabric reveals on Monday, I just couldn't help it. It's here. Tula Pink Club starts at 10:30, and they're going to get first dibs unless you beat them here at 10 a.m. But I didn't bring the entire line over, and I'll talk about why I have these in a minute. You're like, what is going on with the creepy hand and the Christmas hat? There is a lot more to this line than just this. I just grabbed some of my favorites just because I wanted to show you guys. Look at these owls. I mean, my gosh. Hey, good morning, Leah. Oh, a Derby horse named Cut Up and Sew would be amazing. I would put money on that horse. That would be the stars aligning, and I don't love to gamble, but I would gamble on that horse. Look at this. Tula's done it again. These owls are incredible, and I love these. Look at the bunny. Is that not awesome? So again, there are, I didn't count, but there had to be 30 pieces. I just grabbed a couple of them, truthfully. There's a lot of the true colors that are just really awesome. And I thought I was tired of bees, and then I saw these, and I go, oh my gosh. These bees are so stinking cool. Here's another one of the owls. Whew. Tula. 44 pieces. Holy cow. Yeah, that's incredible. Now, this is what a lot of people have been talking about, and rightfully so. The camera is not going to do this justice. It's just not. I'm trying to find a good, regardless. It is a tone on tone. There's this light, super elegant gray with the white on white, or not the white on white, with the white as the print. And I know the camera probably, well, in fact, I know for sure it's not doing it justice, but it is absolutely incredible. This is a white on white that probably isn't going to show up at all. No, it sure isn't. So this is the, looks like a bunny. Yeah, it's a bunny print. Oh man, I wish you guys could see this, but you're going to have to come in person, because that one does not show up on the camera, and this one isn't going to either. Oh, is this the owl? Yeah, sorry guys. that looks just like a solid white. I promise it's not a solid white. There's some really cool prints. And again, her white on whites and the gray on whites are so elegant. I mean, it's incredible. I'm so glad she did this. Hopefully this will show through. Let me find the owl. Can you see the owl? Oh, other finger. This right there. I'm backwards. Well, it's down there too. Right here. Come on, glare. Look at that. Whew. I mean, it's, yeah, see, it's just something. It's all right. You're going to have to come in and see it in person. This is probably these gray and whites are probably my favorite, but Tula, you've done it again. We have the entire collection. We have a handful of 10-inch square pre-cuts and a couple fat quarter bundles. So not a ton of the pre-cuts. So come and get them. You can go to the website. Excuse me. I'm still getting over a cold myself. You can see it. Oh, awesome. You can go to the website, cutupandsew.com, and you can try to snag it. But I'll be honest with you, you want to come in, see this stuff for yourself, and get you some. So come and take advantage. I'm excited. You're going to go back up there till I talk about you. And, well, you can just stay there. All right. All Florida Shop Hop is over. Shoo, 2 months long. So we're back to the normal 3:00 p.m. closing dates on Saturdays. Just keep that in mind. So we're still 10 to 5 Monday through Friday, but on Saturdays it is back to 10 to 3 at both locations. We have the same hours at both stores. It just makes it easier. And honestly, it's a long week and it gets a little slower in the afternoons on Saturdays. Now, every once in a while, we have a Saturday class or event and we'll go long, but we'll announce that. So back to business as usual. The Shop Hop was super fun. They're already sending us the Shop Hop fabric for next year. Slow down. But yeah, and you know me, I don't know how to say no. So we participate in everything. Hey, Bonnie. All right, let's see. 25 days of so much fun Advent box. All right, you know what, Tony? I am going to earmark that because I've just said it out loud, and that's why the Christmas hat's here. We do Christmas in July, you know that. But what do we do before Christmas in July? Halloween in June. That's right. I get to start getting my toys out. And I'm going to talk about that towards the very end. But just keep in mind, 25 days of so much fun Advent box. You guys have seen other shops, big name people do this, and we thought we want to get on the bandwagon. In fact, Christy kind of approached me with this idea, and I thought it sounded so much fun. So we're going to have our first annual, dare I say, Advent box for you guys. So a lot of information coming soon, but I am going to mention it again at the very end because you will have to sign up, I'll just say in July for sure, at the latest. So that's coming soon. Ryan's Case for Smiles, thank you. Tony, did we get a total? You might have announced that somewhere, but thank you to everybody that donated pillowcases for Ryan's Case for Smiles. Thank you to everyone that showed up in St. Augustine and sewed. We just can't say thank you enough. It means so much to not only me and Cut Up and Sew that you're donating your time, but of course to Sherry and Ryan's Case. What an amazing organization. And you guys are always so awesome to just help and pitch in. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's awesome. Speaking of charities, so we have a new Sewing for Charity organization that I'm really excited to sew for. So let me get the date. On May 31st, it's our next Sewing for Charity party. It's here in Palm Coast, and it's Live Like Cameron. I don't want to go too much into it because honestly, I don't want to do them wrong. I want to make sure we're going to invite the organization, the people that started it here to be live with us so that they can talk about their organization and give you all the right information and talk about when it started. But I'm just really excited. And there is more information coming soon. It's a local organization. And again, it's for kids, which you know is near and dear to us. So I'm excited. So May 31st is our next Sewing for Charity party in Palm Coast, and it's for Live Like Cameron, which is an amazing organization doing some amazing things, just like Ryan's Case and Project Linus. So it fits in so perfect with what we try to do, and we're going to make a bazillion things for them this month, which I'm excited. 68 during the sewing party last week. Count was 149. All right, so that was the last count. I don't know if we got any more turned in or not. I know I extended a challenge of like 500. I don't know where I got that number. To be honest with you, I was just having some fun with it. The fact that, let's say the end count is 149, that's amazing. So I don't want to take anything away from whatever the number is. It was an amazing charity drive and Sewing for Charity party. So thank you guys. That's awesome. And 68 when they met in St. Augustine is incredible, because there was only 9 people, something like that. So whew, that means y'all were getting busy. Hey, good morning, Kim. Okay, special teachers coming. I'm looking at my notes. I'm excited for this one. I should say special teachers are coming back, or is coming back, because Mary McCarthy has been here before, and she's phenomenal. So garment sewers, we hear you. People who want to be garment sewers, people who need alterations, this is the class for you. These are the classes for you. Mary is going to be here June 13th in St. Augustine and June 14th in Palm Coast. An alterations all-day workshop in St. Augustine, which is going to be incredible. Alterations all day, June 13th, and then on June 14th in Palm Coast, it'll be a bodice fit all-day workshop. So that's back-to-back classes that those of you that want to alter some of your own clothing and you're having a trouble fitting yourself, these are the classes, and Mary is the pro. She's the real deal that will give you the education you need. So make sure you look on the calendar, cutupandsew.com, because I'm talking about that's June. But I don't want you guys to miss out on this, because people have been asking for alterations classes, sizing, fitting classes, the bodice fit. So make sure you check the calendar and sign up for that class, those classes early. It's important. Beautiful. Okay. That is a ton of cases. Yeah, absolutely, Pat. It's incredible. It's amazing. Since day one, I've just been blown away with the amount of time and just effort you guys put into these Sewing for Charity things. It's awesome. Okay. Sewing classes for kids. I'm always about creating a new generation of sewers. So there are 6 more classes available in St. Augustine. That's a total of 15 classes for kiddos that's this summer. So sign up early. If you have kids, sign them up. If your neighbors have kids, go sign them up. If you have grandkids, if you see a kid just walking down the street, as long as their parent is with them, talk to them about sewing classes. Stranger danger. We don't need to scare the kids, because we're trying to get them to sign up for classes. But you know what I'm saying? Spread the word. If you need a flyer, let us know. We'll print one out for you, and you can put it at your church bulletin board for the youth group. For if anybody's involved with schools, we need your help getting the kids signed up. And they do sign up. It's very limited spots for the kids' classes. And I see Toni put limited spots for her classes. Just to back up, for Mary McCarthy's classes, the alterations and bodice fit, those are also limited seating, because we want to make sure that she gets to spend a lot of one-on-one time with every single student. That's important. Same thing for the kids. There are limited spots because you can't have too many. It'll end up being a ruckus room. But again, sign them up early. And I'm just so excited for the actual classes we're offering this year. There's some really fun ones. We've been doing, the Girl Scouts have been coming and sewing with us, and we've been talking about the classes and showing them the bucket hats and the skirts and the other stuff. And I'm telling you, the kids are excited. So we just got to get, since hopefully the 8-year-olds aren't on Facebook yet, hopefully social media is not for 8-year-olds. But so we need the parents and the adults to get the kids, informed and excited about it. So kids classes, cutupandsew.com. It's all there. And call us for any of these classes if you have questions, or just come in and see us. We're happy to answer and clear anything up. All right. I'm going to kind of do a rapid fire St. Augustine classes are what I'm going to knock out first. All right. So May 3rd, that's today, right? Is today the 3rd? Yes. Okay. Hoopapalooza. So that is the embroidery club that meets in St. Augustine, head by Farron, and I know Judy and Irene also collaborate and make that an amazing embroidery club. So make sure we're trying to get some people excited about embroidery everywhere, but especially now in St. Augustine. The embroidery club in Palm Coast on and rocking. So we want to do the same thing in St. Augustine. So that is today. It's called Hoopapalooza, which is so much fun to say, at 10:30. And it looks like they have wonderful samples to share. And if you have a sample or something you'd like to share, please bring it. We love doing show and tells, and that's for every club. May 7th is the Serger Squad. So I think the name kind of explains what it is. Serger Club, and again, Palm Coast has been on and rocking. We want to repeat that and offer even more to... There's a lot of people who are interested in sergers in St. Augustine, and those types of classes have not been available until Cut Up and Sew came to town. So we hear you guys, and we're honestly, we're doing our best to provide those classes. We just need you to show up. So please do so. Hey, from Disney Springs. Okay, so that's May 7th is the Serger Squad. Topic is serger cleaning and maintenance with Melanie, who is a trained technician. She's been a tech for 39 years. So I'm talking about the real deal, a wealth of knowledge. And most of you know Melanie, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's awesome that that's going to be the topic, is taking care of your sergers. I mean, that's important. And a lot of people feel overwhelmed because they feel like the serger looks so complicated. And the whole goal, I think, is to give you the basic knowledge so you can take care of your machines and show you that it's not scary and you have to do this. So that's awesome you're doing that. This type of information class is normally 40 or 50 bucks. That's true. Normally you have to pay high dollars for this type of education. So thanks for putting that in there, Tony. Yeah, it's just super rare to get this kind of in-person one-to-one. It's not, I know it's a club, but I mean, it's a small group. So that sort of one-on-one education is incredible. So sign up for that. That is fantastic. I don't think I see any questions. Good morning, Nikki. All right, May 9th, beginning quilting 2 with Joanne, and that's all Fridays. So if you have not taken a class with Joanne, then I'll just say this, you're missing out. She's been quilting for a long time, and I'm going to be a broken record and say, again, she's a wealth of knowledge. But what I love about Joanne is she's so open to suggestions and inspiration. And even though she's like, this is a technique and this is how I do it, if somebody says, well, what about this? She goes, you know what? That's awesome. That works too. And I've always loved that about her teaching style. But she knows her stuff. So if you've already taken a beginning quilting class and you just want to grow, take that next step and grow your knowledge, that Quilting 2 with Joanne is the class. And that's May 9th in St. Augustine. But right here in parentheses, it says all Fridays. So I'm going to assume that that's every Friday in May. May 10th, Fiber Art Frenzy. Speaking about Joanne, this club draws inspiration from the 12 by 12 project, an international art quilt exhibit. Joanne will guide you with bi-monthly themes, creative suggestions, and demonstrations of techniques to spark your imagination and help you develop your own stunning mini art quilts. Woo! Okay, so I know what she's talking about. It's funny. We have so many classes, so sometimes the title, it doesn't register with me. 12 by 12 blocks, and you can pretty much do whatever you want. But I love that she's kind of putting in art quilting, because some people don't want to do a traditional block. Well, perfect. That's why I love the title, Fiber Art Frenzy. You're the artist here. Artistic license. You get to do whatever you want. But Joanne is there to help with techniques and inspire you. And she does an amazing job of that, by the way. So that's really cool. And that's on May 10th, Fiber Art Frenzy. And again, St. Augustine. May 17th, Sneaker Workshop. And here it says Zoom only. I'm assuming that means that the in-person spots are full. Tony, tell me if I'm wrong, but May 17th, you can make your own quilted sneaker. If you have not already ordered a kit, you probably need to do that yesterday, but it says Zoom only. So feel free to reach out if you have questions. But Tony might, if you wouldn't mind at some point, put in the comments just if it's Zoom only because the in-person is full, and make sure that we let them know, do they still have time to get those kits? I don't know where they get the sneaker kit from, but anyway, that's on here, so I'm saying it. May 22nd, Flat Lock T-shirt class with Carrie. Carrie is another person who absolutely loves sewing and quilting and honestly just making anything and everything with a serger. So again, really good serger education that we're bringing to St. Augustine. You got to sign up for this stuff. I don't want you guys to miss out, because what happens is if we put a class out there and nobody signs up for it, usually we'll try it again. If nobody signs up for it because maybe it's just the wrong time, we assume you guys don't want that class. And then we go on to something else. Well, then everybody goes, well, how come we didn't have that class? And so you got to communicate with us. But really, you should just sign up for it for sure. And that is May 22nd. So you got time to plan ahead. And that's Flat Lock T-shirt class with Carrie. Awesome. May 27th and 28th, AccuQuilt mini retreat workshop with Carrie. I don't get any breaks from talking when Tony's not here. Kids links on class description. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's a wait list for the, okay, speaking of wait list, and that is for that sneaker class, if it's full. So if you still want to try to take it and you don't want to do Zoom, you can go to cutupandsew.com, go to the class link, and like you're going to put it in the cart, and just click wait list. Add your name to that wait list, and if somebody drops out because life happens, we will call you. And we really call people on those lists all the time. So thank you for mentioning that. Kits link and class description. Okay, so in the class description on the website is the link to get those kits. Thank you, Tony. The AccuQuilt mini retreat workshop. So that's May 27th and 28th. I'm going to read this so I don't butcher it, all right? Excuse me. Let me get my speaking voice back. Ready to get more from your AccuQuilt, or curious about how it can transform your quilting process? Join us for a fun and supportive 2-day mini retreat style workshop designed to help you build confidence and creativity with your AccuQuilt system. I mean, come on, who doesn't want that? Day 1, bring your AccuQuilt cutter, favorite pattern, and fabric. With Carrie's expert guidance, you'll get help planning and cutting out your project. Whether it's your first time or you're ready to tackle a tricky BOB, which is a block on board, that's for you. That's great. I love that. So that's actually hands-on. Bring your AccuQuilt and use them, which is what you need to do. Day 2, bring your sewing machine and start piecing your project together. You'll have plenty of space and support as you bring your cut pieces to life. I love that. 2 days. I mean, that's a big one, especially in St. Augustine. People have been asking about AccuQuilt stuff as well. So sergers, check. They're coming to you. AccuQuilt stuff, check. It's coming to you. We hear you guys, and we're bringing them to you. So now it's your job to sign up. Will your AccuQuilt class be virtual? I don't know how easy that one would be to do it virtually, to be honest with you, Pat. I see Tony said, or we'll host another class if there's enough interest. Okay. I will let you know. I don't think it is, because it's a 2-day workshop, and it's going to be kind of hectic. It may be a tough one to make sure everybody on Zoom feels included. Maybe I'm wrong, but TBD. I don't think so, but if I'm wrong, my apologies, and we'll let you know. No, it's a hands-on. Yeah. Hands-on is kind of tough sometimes to do virtually. It's not impossible, but it is tough. But we are working on some AccuQuilt, especially virtual stuff. And it may be like only virtual, because when we went to Lakeland, we met so many people who can't get up here and they want AccuQuilt education and nobody else is offering it. And so we're on top of it. And I promise, Pat, we're trying to come to you. You're always awesome. You make an effort to hang out with us like this. So we should absolutely reciprocate and do the same. And we're working on it, I promise. We do have virtual AccuQuilt classes on Saturdays in Palm Coast. via Zoom? Okay, so that's awesome. Let's see. That looks like pretty much the list for St. Augustine. And I know that was a lot. You can always go back and watch this back. But again, cutupandsew.com, click on the Palm Coast class calendar or the St. Augustine class calendar, or now the Zoom class calendar. And that will give you a list of all the classes that are available currently via Zoom, which is great. You may want to check that out, Pat. Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, I totally get it. And a lot of people want to try it before you buy it. And if you don't have somebody near you that can offer that, you come to Cut Up and Sew and we'll make it happen, truthfully. And shoot, I don't even mind sometimes if I'm going to say this out loud, if I'm not busy. Hey, that's a joke. But no, but maybe even sometimes if you need, if you have specific questions, we could even FaceTime. I mean, we're here for you. We really are. Okay, I'm going to switch to Palm Coast, and I'm going to try to go through this again. I know I'm going a little bit fast, but I do have to go to St. Augustine today. I don't want to miss Hoopapalooza. All right, Palm Coast, May 2nd. Nope, that was yesterday. Oh, I see. If I had read ahead. Thanks, Tony. So there was a T-shirt quilt lecture demo scheduled for yesterday, but Tony was out sick, obviously. So that has been rescheduled to May 16th at 3 o'clock. Thank you, Tony. So again, T-shirt quilt lecture has been rescheduled to May 16th. I have a feeling that we called everybody that was signed up, but thank you for putting it on here. So just in case people are wondering what happened, that's what happened. Life happens. We get sick. And there's not much we can do about it except reschedule and do our best to communicate. So May 3rd, which is today, and I've already said it, but Tula Pink Club and EPP Club on and rocking today, which is going to be great. So we can't wait to see you guys here. If you haven't come, just come and hang out, learn, get inspired. People see Tula, they love this owl, but they go, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Well, they're going to give you some ideas, and you're going to see some samples and show and tell, and it's just awesome. All things Tula. And then the EPP, English paper piecing, same thing. Get inspired, learn if that's something that you want to tackle. And if it's not, fair enough. Now you know. Didn't cost you anything, and it was and you met some nice people, and you got to come and see us. So it's a win-win. Okay. Well, hey, from Hartford, Louise. May 8th is Fiber Play Club. So that is May 8th, and that is a 5 p.m. club. It's something we've been doing for a while now. You always hear me mention flower pounding because that's what always sticks in my mind because it was the weirdest thing I'd ever heard of or done. And it was awesome. We've done foiling. We've done thread painting. We just did couching. I believe this month, we've been going back and forth, but I believe we're going to be working on mini landscape pieces. Cindy and I were chatting, and I think doing a small landscape, postcard size landscape art piece is a really cool way to kind of incorporate a lot of the other techniques and things that we've learned. So I think that's what we're going to be playing with this May 8th, this month at Fiber Play Club. And again, that's at 5 p.m. So for those of you that work, no excuse. Come and hang out with us. The whole idea, try something new, get out of your comfort zone and see if it's something that you fall in love with that you can then add to your future projects. I mean, that's the goal. And honestly, it's an amazing group of people who are very talented, and we just share ideas and techniques and stuff with each other. It's fun. It's great. So we'd love to see it. And that is in Palm Coast. All this stuff I'm talking about now is Palm Coast. Excuse me. Water break. Dead air. Dead air. Oh, it is this Thursday. Ooh, that's crazy. That's the night before my comedy show. I'm not going to get into that. All right. May 10th. May 10th is the Die Hard Club. So AccuQuilt, and that Die Hard Club is packed. It's full. So again, AccuQuilt, AccuQuilt, AccuQuilt. Die Hard Club is all about monthly blocks, using your cutters. I don't know exactly what they're going over this month, but I know it's always packed. And it's always just, again, growing your knowledge, getting inspiration. You know, if it was me and I went to the club, I'm not going to buy every single AccuQuilt die on the planet because I may only make one flamingo quilt. So I don't want to purchase that flamingo die because I only know I need to make one for a kiddo. I bet you somebody in the AccuQuilt Die Hard Club has a flamingo die, and I bet you could swap some dies for a few days or a week or something. Anyway, the idea is, again, community, growing, inspiration, having fun. So that's all I'm going to say. Die Hard Club is, again, that's May 10th. Also on May 10th is the AccuQuilt Mastering the Cube System. That's all it says, and I don't know what that is. Tony, what is that? If I make myself laugh, I cough. That's sad. I'm assuming it. I mean, come on, we're all, it makes sense. AccuQuilt Mastering the Cube System. So the AccuQuilt cubes, the 8-inch cube is probably the most popular. And there's like 72 different blocks you can make just from that cube system. So at 1 p.m., obviously, it's going to be all about how to utilize that cube system and make the most out of it. Get your bang for the buck, and that's genius, actually, because so many people are wanting to start, getting their AccuQuilt die collection up, and the cube is the best way to do it. So if you're not sure if you're ready to purchase that cube, maybe this is a great class for you to go, oh, yeah, I should, because it makes so much sense. You're going to save a ton of money. It's an investment, but it's a smart investment, because if you bought those dies individually, you're going to spend way more money. And it's their shapes, half square triangles, squares. They're shapes that you're going to use over and over and over again. So again, it's a smart investment, and it's awesome that we're going to give you some education on that. That one is virtual. Oh, okay, fantastic. Well, there you go, Pat. So that is a virtual class. Carrie's hosting it, how to use the cube system. Awesome. Oh, and in person. Well, still, it's virtual. So no excuses. Everybody can come. And that's May 10th at 1 p.m. Yeah. Cool. Thank you, Tony. Pat, that one is, again, it's May 10th at 1 p.m. It looks like it's in person also. And so that would be in Palm Coast, but virtually, it's wherever you're going to sit and hang out with us. It's at 1 p.m. from your couch, Pat, or your chair or your sewing room, wherever you choose to watch. So that's cool, May 10th. And you can go to cutupandsew.com to sign up for that. Okay, May 16th, 23rd, and 30th, Social Stitching with Toni. This is a VIP sit and sew. Ooh. VIP. Now, hold on. To be fair, you're all VIP, right? So, but I like that we're doing this. This is fun. What to expect. Work on any sewing or quilting project you choose. Enjoy exclusive make it and take it mini projects. That's fun. To get inspired and use your scraps. Ask those questions you've been stuck on. There's obviously no judgment. Nothing but support from us. Connect with fellow makers in a fun, welcoming space. You might leave with a new project and a new friend. That's good. I like that. Eastern time zone. Yeah. Thanks for pointing that out. Everyone is a VIP, I know. But this is VIP because Tony's running it, right? I like this. This is fun. Again, it's a social stitching. I love that. It's a sit and sew, a sewing studio, whatever you want to call it. But it's May 16th, 23rd, and the 30th of this month. So go ahead and get on the calendar and sign up for these. And just come in, and if you've been working on something and maybe you're having some trouble and you're struggling, sign up. If you're not having any problems at all, but you just don't want to sew alone, sign up. And Tony's got a lot of really fun make-it-take-its. I don't know what she's going to make or have you guys make for this, but yeah, she's been doing this a while, so she's got a bunch of stuff up her sleeve. So very cool. And then the last thing on my list is May 21st. May 21st, Baby Lock University IQ Designer Part 1. So I repeat, this is the IQ Designer. If you have a Baby Lock machine and you've been wanting IQ Designer education, you know how to use your machine, you know how to embroider. This is not a beginner class. I repeat, it's not a beginner class. If you just bought your new Radiance or your Solaris or your Destiny yesterday, don't sign up for this. Okay, it's too advanced, and you will feel lost and frustrated. And really, it's not fair to the other students who are at the level to where they're ready to start the IQ design education. So again, May 21st, Baby Lock University IQ Designer Part 1 with Irene, who is, guess what I'm going to say? A wealth of knowledge. Look, we got 19 teachers now, I think, and they're all wealths of knowledge. They all have wealth of, anyway, they're all really good at what they do. Irene's been doing this a long time, and IQ design is something that people are scared of. And so Irene's going to make sure you're not scared of it anymore. It's awesome. You're going to play. I've seen what she's going to do. It's really fun. It's not hard, but you have to learn the certain steps. And that's where people get so frustrated by, if you're like me, you're a button masher and you just start pushing buttons and then you get lost and say, forget it. So sign up for that. And Tony does say you can sign up for all 3 or buy individual sessions for the May 16th, 23rd, 30th social stitching with Tony. Hey, Tris. Good morning. All right. That's it. We did it in 41 minutes. Wow. All right. So as you can see, we have a lot of classes at both locations. But as always, please call. Please email me, info@cutupandsew.com. Stop in and see me. Talk to one of the ladies. Let us know what classes we're missing, or if there's something that you're just dying to learn that we haven't offered yet. We're always looking for new ideas, and we are booked way out in advance. But again, we do these classes for you guys. You know what I mean? So when you ask for alterations and we go, boom, here's your alterations class, make sure you sign up for it. Because that means it worked. Everything worked. The communication worked, and we can keep doing it. So you guys are amazing, and we always love the support, and you really do communicate with us. So just keep doing that. But if you're new, I'm telling you, we're not scary. Just stop in and talk to us. We're always looking to meet new people and to find out what we can do to improve and grow. Okay, the last thing I'm going to talk about again, but is June Spooktacular Jamboree. So I don't have much to talk about yet about it, other than it's coming, and I'm excited because, again, I get to start getting some of my Halloween toys out. And this is going to be at both locations. We've already got some new Halloween fabric coming in. The new Art Gallery Halloween fabric line that came in at St. Augustine is incredible. It's amazing. So I know it's a little early, but I don't care. I'm that excited. You guys know me, right? Be lucky I'm not already dressed up in a costume. So I've got in fact, the new panel that came in for that Halloween line in St. Augustine was a 13 days of Halloween. It's like a Halloween Advent panel. It's amazing. You could put the countdown in the haunted house windows. It's awesome. So obviously I'm excited about that. So June Spooktacular Jamboree is happening in June at both locations. I will not be out of the country. I will be here to partake and have fun, which is awesome. And then the last thing is, I'm just going to reminder, 25 days of so much fun Advent box. So again, you guys know what an Advent box is, most likely, but essentially you're going to need to pre-order this, and it'll be up and live very soon. You're going to need to pre-order this because there's a lot of planning involved, and we need to make sure we know how many people are committed before we put these boxes together. I'll just tell you, the payment is going to be due at the end of July. So I know you have some time, but Christmas in July, get it? But there's only 20 spots. This is a trial and error thing. It's a trial run for us, to be honest with you. So I wanted to keep it very limited. There's going to be some VIP perks, which is really exciting. If you don't want to, well, I don't want to get too much into the payment because we're gonna unveil and release all this information to you very soon. But because there's only 20 people, right, Christy?
Right.
I'm mentioning it now. I even brought the hat out. But so again, 20 spots, and just be thinking as soon as you see us promote it, grab one, because the cutoff date is the end of July. And then basically the first 25 days of December, you will have a gift to unwrap from Cut Up and Sew. And it's going to be all sorts of fun, obviously sewing, quilting, bag making, Christmas related. We've got some really cool things planned for this. And there's some, again, VIP perks. And even though you're all VIP, this will be exclusive. Is that fair?
Fair.
Did I describe it okay?
Yep.
All right. So I think that's it. I don't think I missed any questions or comments. I can't believe I can't believe I'm saying this, but I talked for 45 minutes straight. You guys are like, yeah, what's new? But by myself, that's a long time. But there was a lot of stuff going on. Okay, I didn't miss anything. I've got to run because I don't want to miss Hoopapalooza happening in St. Augustine today. Come get your Tula fabric in Palm Coast today. If you can't come to Palm Coast today, get on cutupandsew.com and order it before it's gone. It's gorgeous. There's 44 pieces, but we open at 10, and I don't know how many pieces will be left after that. So you guys have an amazing day. If, again, you're watching this after the fact, hashtag replay, ask your questions, put in your comments. We look at those, and I will always respond. I did amazing as always. Why, thank you. You all have an amazing day, sincerely. There's supposed to be a little bell here. Class dismissed. Bye, guys.